I'm already showered and everything. As you can see, I feel a lot fucking better. And I have some things I gotta do. God damn, I just keep getting more and more bald. Fuck. I have some things I have to do and get ready for. But I want to inform everyone on what I just endured, which is 2 discussions at the same time from the executive branch and the congressional branch. I believe the congressional branch one was live, but the executive branch discussion was maybe the second playthrough because this was pretty early in the morning. But let me go to another song. No. Yeah. So, what was discussed? Trump is pretty much just reiterating everything that has been going on, which is, and he appeared via video call because apparently he's very busy right now. Hold on, let me fix my fucking hood. Pray for the reaper, God was a girl. Alright, so what Trump says is pretty much listen to what he's been saying the past 2 fucking planetary rotations. It's just with other world leaders. Maybe they normally meet in person, I don't know. But as far as the discussion goes, it was over video call. So the other one was like in a room with reporters. Associated Press is the channel I was on YouTube. And so as far as that goes, they're all fucking going, damn, you know what? We should fucking listen through it. I almost want to fucking listen through it. Because it was not too long and I could skip ahead and all that, and So let's see, here we go. They were discussing the budget approval and how Republicans, remember, we're going to use their gangbang fucking terms here. Republicans are all apparently in the ability to approve of budgets, and there's no government shutdown. They're approving these budgets, and then they want to move forward with eliminating the invasion, which is a right according to Article 4, Section 4 of the USA Constitution. Aiding and housing an invasion, however, is treason. So that's another article in the USA Book of Law that you should probably want to read through if everyone's kind of discussing this right now the way that we are. I mean, they're citing one bill. Luckily, that bill that's being cited was signed in after the first 10 bills that were signed in by the USA Founding Fathers into the USA Bill of Rights. So the first 10 bills are unadjustable, but the ones after that, similar to the 18th bill, I don't know why no one's citing the 21st bill, but similar to the 18th bill, it can be adjusted by approving yet another bill similar to the 21st bill, and we can remove any sort of thing. But an invasion, that bill does not apply to invasion beings, that forced entry, and any location that is participating in an invasion of the USA, whether it's physically or ideologically, you are not allowed to be a part of an invasion force and contribute to the theft of freedom of the USA population, the theft of opportunity, the right to pursue happiness. So the beings coming in here, there's already a job deficit, and the beings coming in here continue to occupy already scarce jobs. And then at the same time, we're trying to protest Nazism and defund Nazism. So when someone decides not to work and then someone just comes in and fucking does the job for them, likely at the same rate, sometimes cheaper, I don't know. Whether or not it's fucking funding Nazis here in the USA, it will be funding Nazis out in Mexico. So chemical weapon is a form of weapon, and that was something that got brought up in this this press discussion. The use of burning chemical weapon spray on Nazi law enforcement. I mean, don't they do that all the time? Isn't that what they're armed with? Burning chemical weapon was used on Nazi law enforcement, and this protester who is defending their life from a Nazi is going to be released. And let me see here. Going to be released, and they all have an issue with it. It's like, okay, let's dial it back to, I think that was last fucking year or maybe the year before. Didn't the Nazis invade his privately owned fucking mansion in Florida? So one, why would I have an issue with that? And then he's obviously not cool with the fucking Nazi militia. They didn't defend him at the White House. They failed their fucking job during his speech. He got shot in the fucking ear. Luckily, the Secret Service was there to save his fucking life. Okay, it's just a continued fucking failure amongst these dumb motherfuckers. And then this guy goes on and on. All of a sudden, he shouts out, and so why aren't they gonna protect our boys in blue? And then the other part of the discussion, officers were attacked. Also, women were attacked. Okay, so all the Nazis are fucking male, apparently. Because he goes, officers were attacked and also women. Okay, so Trump said that they're looking at each one very closely and they want everyone to be released. There's one specific location out in DC where he's currently at. And a fucking disgusting fucking Nazi cage location like Alcatraz. Just fucking disgusting circumstances to be enduring. And he's saying let them go. And the prison guards are trying to disobey presidential orders to release someone. This executive branch order, which I'm pretty sure we said, yeah, we want everyone out, similar to Storm Z in Russia. So that means everybody. And what's wild is they're talking about, or they were talking about, we're going to build houses, we're going to do this and that, and a constant misdirected focus towards housing someone else, aiding someone somewhere else, getting rid of or eliminating the murderers from fucking Mexico and bringing them into here, and then they have no fucking punishment because they're all fucking cool with the fucking Nazis. Yeah, Holmes, ¿qué tal, Holmes? So, fuck, dude, I don't like that angle. So, let's just go ahead and listen through this because I had a lot to share. And my comments might even be up here unless they don't allow the live to be seen. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Here's my comments. Looks majestic. I said, let's have both branches speak at the same time all the time. This is just great to multitask my fucking focus. Here's some goofy fucking graph. Where's dude? Here he is. I'll just read what I said as it comes up.
House Republicans can no longer.
Yes, I do have lice. I have fleas.
Their intentions from the American people. Their extreme.
Let's go ahead with 1.25.
Is out. It's a 50-page document. I have it in my hands. And it's available for all of the American people to read. The House Republican budget plan is a contract against America. It will hurt working families, hurt the middle class, hurt our children, hurt our seniors, and hurt our veterans.
So he's saying that tax cuts for the rich, for the wealthy, is going to hurt the middle class, hurt the seniors, hurt the veterans. Well, I didn't hear anything about indigent fam, but of course I bring them up. Tax cuts, first of all, well, let me keep listening because it comes up here.
Against America will end Medicaid as we know it.
Will end Medicaid.
The Affordable Care Act and eliminate.
I said right here, end Medicaid. Well, I need transportation to get to the hospital, dude. I'm fucking, it's like a 12-mile fucking walk to the fucking hospital from here. So I need transportation. That would be great. And then I also need communication because these devices are not being paid for. I have to fucking ask my fucking mother at 3 years old for some fucking earnings each month. Gifted earnings. And they get to, a government being, instead of paying someone that actually fucking needs the money, I got to do this little fucking game. Let's get my mom a pay raise. She's a government being. She can then send me the money There we go. Now everyone's all cool with everything. This is so fucking fun, so adult, you know,
interest deduction, which will raise
so
costs
independent.
on tens of millions of working class and middle class Americans. The House Republican Contract Against America is an extreme plan that will not lower costs for everyday Americans. It will
And
make
there I
our
just
country
said medical
more
requires transportation
expensive.
and communication.
House Democrats will oppose this extreme contract against America, and we will push back against it on behalf of everyday Americans with every fiber in our body. Questions? Jen?
We're approaching this deadline in mid-March on the government. Can you give us some
Provide
sense of
medical and
specific
transportation.
what in these negotiations would you want?
And we can check that off the box.
Tax cuts, the thing go up by millions and millions of Americans to be maintained, which would wildfires without spring. What are the 2 or 3 things you don't want in that?
With respect to the upcoming
Right now, what I mean by that, right now, California, the Obamacare, California coverage, whatever, it's actually just assistance. It's not actually paid for. It's just if you go, they can cover some of the costs if you qualify to be covered in some of these costs. So it's a big fucking runaround. It's like, yeah, let me blow through my fucking gas and use my fucking combustion engine vehicles mileage, you know, and tires and time and fucking wait in the office around these sick motherfuckers and offer them to go, well, you don't, your insurance doesn't cover it. Do you have the $4,000 down payment? No, I don't. Okay, see you later.
14th spending deadline. Republicans now control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. They promised the country that they would lower the high cost of living. We are willing to work with our Republican colleagues, the Senate, and the presidency. They promised the country.
Remember, I listened to this at one normal speed. We're at 1.5.
With respect to the upcoming March 14th spending deadline, Republicans now control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. They promised the country that they would lower the high cost of living. We are willing to work with our Republican colleagues.
So March 14th, there's a deadline, and Republicans have control of both
To
branches
address
of
the
government.
cost of living crisis that we have in the United States of America or any other issue.
Cost of living crisis. Man, I fucking would love to have fucking solar right now. Wouldn't that be fucking dope to have some fucking solar? The globe is warming, and that would bring down energy costs. That would make my home value go up. I'm sure the value of the entire USA would go up. The mental tranquility to be endured in a nice warm home. Mine was at 30 fucking 8. And when I turned my shower on, the fucking water was frozen. I almost broke my fucking pipes this morning.
The quality of life for working class Americans and the middle class. What we are not willing to do is to
Working class Americans and middle class. So some people are in the middle class and apparently not working. That's kind of cool.
extreme MAGA Republicans to have a blank check so they can enact massive tax breaks for billionaires and wealthy corporations and make working class Americans pay for it through cuts to Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, veterans benefits, or nutritional assistance. The ball is in the Republicans' court right now.
They're going to need your help.
Fuck yeah.
They come to you with some of these requests over?
The Republicans have not opened up any line of communication with us, and they've made clear to America that they have a big, massive, beautiful mandate, which presumably means to us that they intend to pass a spending agreement on their own, to avoid a government shutdown on their own, and to raise the debt ceiling on their own. They've had no communications. Shutdown on their own,
So we're going to avoid a government shutdown as a country
that they intend
due to Republicans alone. We're going to have a budget approved as a country due to Republicans
to
alone.
pass a spending agreement on their own,
Spending
to
agreement.
avoid a government shutdown on their
Avoid
own,
the government
and
shutdown.
to raise the debt ceiling
And raise the
on
debt
their own. They've
ceiling.
had no communications with us.
All
So
without
I'm
communicating to the
They know where I'm at.
Nazis.
They know my number.
Other
I haven't received
Nazis.
a single call about a single one of these issues.
Children whose parents are not either a local permanent resident or U.S. citizen. What's your reaction?
House Democrats are prepared to work together with our Republican colleagues to find common ground with respect to securing our border, with respect to fixing our broken immigration system in a bipartisan and comprehensive way, and with respect to defending dreamers, farm workers, and keeping families together, which is a high priority throughout the House Democratic Caucus.
Do you reject a bill like this?
Haven't seen the legislation, and with respect to defending dreamers, farm workers,
farm workers, I would love to grow cannabis.
Which is a high priority throughout.
I should read my things here. Fuck, it's and then I said, we want food, we want our homes air controlled, we want entertainment and the ability to shower in warm water. We want hygiene and alcohol. We want cannabis. We want the right to farm cannabis. Let's move forward with that.
Democratic Caucus.
So you reject a bill like this?
Haven't seen the legislation, and so I'm not going to comment on the specifics of the legislation.
That sounds like medical, right? Right now, cannabis is medical. We could just grow our own, you guys.
That the far right wants to jam down the throats of the American people. We've made clear. We will work together to secure our vote.
You think, you think billionaire and trillionaire needs your approval for money. And then they're saying they want to fix the broken immigration system. I said, what's broke about it? It's 9 years across the entire planet. Every single country requires 9 years.
Immigration system in a bipartisan and comprehensive way. And
It's not
we will
broken.
defend dreamers, farm workers.
This is called invasion, you guys. They are not immigrants.
President, this week rolled back a number of diversity, equity, inclusion initiatives, rolled back LBJ's corporate action initiative. I wonder, what effect do you think those have on American families and how Democrats are going to respond?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion are American values. It's about economic opportunity for everyone. We support merit for everyone based on
That's how slow I have to listen
what
to
you
it.
know, not who you know. The problem that seems to be unfolding is that there are some in this country who want an America of the billionaires, by the billionaires, and for the billionaires. Not for working class Americans.
And then I think right
Class
here,
Americans are everyday Americans. A country of the billionaires, by the billionaires, and for the billionaires. Diversity, equity, and inclusion are about economic opportunity for everyone. Even if you're not wealthy, well off, or well connected. These are values that everybody in this country should embrace. And we're going to take this issue, working with the civil rights groups, head on.
Thank you, Mr. Leader. This is a follow-up to that question. Now, do you have a plan in place?
so he's talking about they're going to help the billionaires. They're just going to be helping the billionaires and the trillionaire companies. I said, so just the beings we all gift our earnings to for product that we value. You know, that's who he wants to help out. The beings that we all choose to gift our earnings to. It's not forcibly thieved from us. We want a product that we value and we gift them these earnings. What's the issue with that?
No president in the United States of America can change the Constitution or change law like the 1964 Civil Rights Act by way of example through executive action or executive.
You know what everyone's going to want to cite is, remember back in World War II when we had the internment camps? So that kind of rings a bell. I mean, if you don't want me to fucking get rid of them, then I have the right in the 13th fucking bill to do internment camp because it clearly does read the word accept.
Order. Can't happen.
So if you don't want to get rid of them, we can internment camp them. Let's empty those fucking cage locations of USA citizen civilians.
We've seen this week, it will unleash an avalanche.
And I just
of
posted
righteous
Article 4,
litigation
Section 4.
on behalf of the American people on that issue and on many other issues.
Thank you, Leader. Since President Biden left the office, Democratic Party doesn't have a clear face as the face of the party. Are you going to become that new leader, and is it something you can ask to assume?
It's my honor to serve as House Democratic leader. We've got a strong House Democratic caucus. Republicans represent the
Looks like they
smallest
removed one of my comments.
majority since the Great Depression when they're at full strength. And over the first 100 days, when there will be 217 Republicans and 215 Democrats, despite their claims of a big, bold, beautiful, massive mandate, we're searching for it in the House of Representatives. We're going to stand up on behalf of everyday Americans as a caucus, as a unit, as a team. And I'm proud to be in the leadership of that team. And we recognize that House Democrats are on the front lines. of many of the battles that will be fought in the year to come.
Trump has said to the crowd in Dallas, we're working with the Democrats and getting an extension of the original Trump tax cuts. We'll bring them down substantially from the original Trump tax cuts, just to be clear. Without any communication on the administration working on.
The next thing I'm waiting for is deductions. When's he gonna talk about the deductions being removed?
Had any communication with the president or the incoming administration on the issue of the GOP tax scam. Here's what we know. This document, the Republican Contract Against America. The reason why it exists, the reason why there are so many extreme cuts in the GOP Contract Against America, including ending Medicaid as we know it, eliminating the mortgage interest
Oh, no.
deduction, and slashing and burning
Medicaid is for the elderly. Medicare, wait. Is that backwards? I don't know.
the Affordable Care Act. It's because extreme MAGA Republicans,
Like I
in
said,
the
I need
House
transportation and
put out this
communication.
document, want to enact massive tax cuts for billionaires and wealthy corporations.
And he said it's the document that's against America. I put, yeah, what part of America is it against?
And stick working class Americans
Yeah,
with the
but
bill.
what part of
We're not down with that approach. Can I say it any clearer?
Last year, House Democrats spent a lot of time talking about Project 2025. Spoke about it weekly during press conferences that we'll be kind of hearing. A lot of the executive orders that President Trump has signed come straight from Project 2025. Now that you've had some time to think about it, do you think that House Democrats did an effective job connecting with voters to warn them about the dangers of the executive orders that have now been signed?
the dangers? What about the dangers coming across the border? All right, that's what I'm fucking focused on.
Last year, Republicans across the country lied to the American people by claiming that they knew nothing about Project 2025 and have spent the first few weeks, with respect to the high cost of living, the inverse has happened. Last year, Republicans spent an excessive amount of time promising to lower.
For some
the high
reason,
cost of
Mexican
living for everyday
invasion
Americans,
beans is not
promising to
occupying the
lower
cage
housing costs,
location.
Lower grocery costs, lower insurance costs, lower child care costs, and lower utility costs, but this year have done nothing about it. In fact, they're
It
proposing
just
the exact
began.
opposite. The House
We're only
Republican
2 days
Contract
in.
Against America will raise costs on everyday Americans. How dare they even contemplate eliminating the mortgage interest deduction?
Mortgage interest deduction. So as far as deductions goes, there's different tax brackets. You're at this tax rate, say 10%, 15%, 20%, 25, 30, 35, 38.5 is for the billionaires, the millionaire, billionaire fam, which none of us are going to be enduring anytime soon. When you cut taxes, so what Trump wants to do is they say cut taxes for the rich. I mean, I'm pretty sure they own skyscrapers and stuff and things like that. Deductions, when it comes to deductions, it doesn't do anything. You do not get that money back. They make it sound like you get that money back. All that money does is go, okay, we'll say 50 to 60,000 is at 25%, right? 25% taxes. If you're below 50,000, we'll say 50 to 70,000. If you're below 50,000, you're only at 20% taxes. So if you earn $70,000 and your mortgage payment comes out to $20,000 total, then we'll say $20,000 in one. Then you're no longer in that upper tax bracket, and your overall earnings are going to be taxed at the lower tax bracket rate. So you don't get the 20,000 back. All you get is 20% as opposed to 25%, which that only works out for some people because say your mortgage isn't $20,000. Say you're at 50 to 70,000. You're earning 68,000 and your mortgage only comes out to be 8,000 or 10,000. Now you're at 58,000. So you're still in the same bracket. Nothing changes. Nothing fucking changes. This deduction, it sounds so fucking nice. Nothing fucking changes for the most of us. We're all stuck in these very fucking I'll go through the tax brackets after this. We're all stuck in the fucking tax bracket that we're at. And these deductions only benefit these financially fucking savvy, have every fucking penny fucking calculated out into their income every single fucking year. You know, I got better fucking time, better things to do with my fucking time. And the thing is, deductions, all it's doing is lowering you from one bracket to another bracket. So let's go ahead and skip that step. We'll remove that from this whole phenomena of tax theft of earnings and go ahead and just go, you know what, let's just make everyone's tax bracket the next one the fuck down. Doesn't that sound fucking nice? Doesn't that just, we get to skip a step. It doesn't work. It's not something that just works for the few. It's for fucking everybody. Okay, so everybody's taxes got lowered. Now guess what? You can do whatever you can use that for investments. You can use that to get product that you want. You can use that to pay your workers more and then have it returned to you because you know we're going to go out and buy your fucking product. So, I mean, it's lowering taxes is beneficial to everyone, and eliminating these deductions is fucking beneficial to everyone because it only fucking works for the fucking few, and it's always these fucking dumb motherfuckers that it fucking works out for.
Aimed directly at the financial heart of working class Americans and middle class Americans.
Over the next 2 years, how will help Democrats fight back against those lies? You said that lied to the American people about Project 2025.
And then they want deductions, but I said, now you want money, but you are on fires. Because fucking there's multiple fires in California and all across through southern part of California. So you want money, but at the same time you're on fire. It's like, so we're kind of in a situation here where we have control over whether or not you get help. So how about you treat us fucking respectfully? Otherwise you won't get any fucking assistance in rebuilding what was already fucking built, you know? It was already existing with the election concluded, but now it's not existing. So if you want any fucking help, you're in no position to be demanding anything because you're in this fucking dire need. Beings are burning alive. Homes are burning alive. The globe is warming.
We want to make sure consistently and authentically that we hold Republicans accountable, particularly here in the House of Representatives when they were running away from Project 2025 and acting like it didn't exist, and now they've fallen in line as it relates to full implementation of the extreme
I
Project
just said
2025.
deductions are useless.
There's new reporting that Republicans, House and Senate are now weighing a plan to pass California wildfire aid.
I'm fasting today, water fasting.
It's a non-starter.
Possibly fasting. I'm already at 12, over my 12-hour mark. I might wear my retainers because I hear got some gaps. They're kind of yellow. I need to wear my retainers to be able to fit my whitening trays
To do an after-action
that I
analysis
molded
as it
myself.
relates to state preparation for extreme weather events, including but not limited to wildfires, hurricanes in the southern part of the United States of America,
Wildfires happened before. Hurricanes happened before.
the rise of tornadoes have appeared connected
Tornadoes were happening before.
places like Florida.
This is all prior to, and we're 2 days in.
A real assessment.
And they're already losing their
is
fucking
whether
minds.
Those states are actually prepared for the climate crisis in a meaningful way.
Day 3.
Into things like why are insurance costs through the roof in the great state of Florida? Why hasn't anything been
I'll
done?
let you guys know how
Why are
Wow.
so many
how my water
middle-class
fast goes.
and middle-class Floridians who are homeowners struggling?
Working class. I like to be called indigent. That's
Nothing
my
been done in the
preference.
state of Florida to deal with the insurance crisis that exists. Notwithstanding that they are smack dab in the middle.
Smack dab in the middle.
The United States of America. These
Squeeze
are all
in the
legitimate
middle.
questions. And if the House Republicans want to have this discussion, we will make sure in the United States of America and in the Congress that it's a comprehensive one.
Mr. Jeffries, are you concerned at all about the future of this administration when you're looking at the fact that during Inauguration Day, you had a long line of those tech billionaires who were present? Elon Musk is now
do you think that there's a possibility that Silicon Valley would have more of an influence on the president and the decisions he makes?
The bigger concern is what kind of America are we trying to create? House Democrats are
Exactly.
focused on making life more affordable for everyday
Exactly.
Americans. Because we recognize that housing costs are too high,
What kind
grocery
of
costs
American are you?
are too high, insurance costs are too high, childcare costs are too high, and utility costs are too high. America is too expensive. It is not acceptable in the wealthiest country in the history of the world
What?
that there are far too many Americans struggling to live
when you
paycheck
siphon
to paycheck.
earnings to
It's
Nazi
not an
Israel.
acceptable thing.
Now the topic of conversation is here. You notice that? Now that Republicans are in control, the topic of conversation remains focused on here. The other, if the other Bings got elected, the Nazi Bings, we'd be talking about fucking saving Nazi Israel, Nazi Ukraine, the fucking same fucking repeat fucking record player, just on a cycle. You know what I'm saying, for another 4 fucking planetary orbits around the sun. I would not be able to fucking endure that.
Administration and our Republican colleagues to build an affordable economy. We are not going to work with our Republican colleagues to build a country of the billionaires, by the billionaires.
500 million got gifted after the fires were known
Is a path
to Nazi Ukraine.
that we will not take.
Last night, almost 4,000 of your
My electricity bill is $309 this month, and you're seeing how fucking cold it is.
around immigration and border are shifting in some way. Obviously, it's not.
Oh, and then I said, Jeff Bezos delivers me
House
food.
Democrats are going to continue to make
Jeff
decisions
Bezos
based
delivers
on
me food, so let's bring.
what's right for the
I say,
districts
yeah,
that
let's bring
we
my food delivery down.
represent.
The
And
cost of my
politics
food
will take
delivery.
care of themselves as they
I'm on,
did.
and I said, you ought to know, you're the ones that pay for it.
31
I get it from Jeff
battleground
Bezos.
members in the toughest districts throughout the country won in the so-called Republican wave year. We won 4 out of 5 open seats that were in the congressional battleground in a so-called
I gotta get my gloves on.
Democrats flipped 4 seats in New York and 3 seats in California and a total of 10 seats across the country. We're not concerned about the politics of any issue. We're concerned about doing the right thing by the districts that we are all privileged to represent. Our position on working to solve this problem is simple. We will work with anyone to secure our border. We will work with anyone to fix our broken immigration system in a bipartisan and comprehensive way. We will work with anyone
it's
to
not broken.
defend dreamers, farm workers, and families.
And I would like to farm cannabis. And I said, oh, don't be concerned. It's only 4 planetary orbits around the sun.
To the extent that Eric Adams decides to seek
Don't
re-election,
be concerned.
the voters in the Democratic
You
primary
guys, it's only day 3, you
make a
know.
decision, perhaps decisively,
Only 4.
as to whether he is the right person to lead the great city of New York.
I'm not saying anything important. You can't hear fucking reporters. For some reason, we're in 2024 and no one has a fucking mic.
Safety and security implications are for Democrats.
Fuck.
As the parties.
Shameful that House Republicans have embraced the freeing of violent felons who brutally beat police officers on January 6th. These are violent individuals who beat police officers
Defended their
severely
life.
with fire extinguishers, sticks, flagpoles, and other types of weapons. Officers were
What?
tased.
Weapons? Fire extinguishers? Sticks? Flagpoles? Then he goes, and other types of weapons. Let's hear what the other ones are.
Officers were subjected to bear spray and other toxic weapons.
So it is a
And
weapon.
these
Burning
violent
chemical weapon
criminals
is a weapon.
have been released, and those pardons have been embraced
And I said
by
they
House
invaded
Republicans,
private property and
including the
thieved
top
property.
leadership. The release of violent felons who brutally beat police officers and women doesn't make America safer. It undermines public safety in community after community after community in the United States.
And then I said, so you admit that burning chemical weapon is in fact a weapon?
Republican counts. What happened?
And I put that emoji with the thermometer and a flame underneath. It looks like a fucking meth pipe, you know, a fentanyl fucking meth pipe.
To backing the blue. Next question.
Oh, here's that part I wanted
The
to say.
community in the United
Here.
States of America. Shame on my House Republican colleagues. What happened to backing the blue?
What happened to backing the blue?
Next question.
Now, what does that mean? Backing the blue.
I'm wondering what's that?
It's not my understanding, based on anything that I've seen, that support for diversity, equity, and inclusion had anything
Now Democrats
to
are
do
into backing the blue, is what I
with
said.
the results in November.
What does
the results in
backing the
November
blue mean?
had everything to do
What do you guys think? What does
with
backing the
high cost of
blue
living
mean
in the
after
United
hearing
States of
that?
America. And that should be everyone's takeaway, along with the importance of working together to secure the border. Diversity, equity, and
So
inclusion
this is going to be fun.
are American values.
It's already
Perhaps
fun.
I can explain. The model of the United States of America is e pluribus unum. Out of many, one. That's diversity. The 14th
Keep that water
Amendment to
going.
the United States Constitution, one of the most important amendments in our country, provides equal protection under the law. That's equity. In this country, we pledge allegiance
Bah.
to the flag of the United
Cold.
States of America, a flag that we just presented to the new president and vice president. And in that pledge, we promise one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. ALL. That's inclusion. Not complicated. Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
That's a pledge of
are
allegiance to
American
the flag
values.
of
It's
the
about
United States of
economic
America.
opportunity. It's about merit for
Not Mexico.
everyone.
Not
Based
Canada.
on what you know,
Not Brazil.
not who you know.
Not Haiti.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Looks like some of my comments got removed. And that's it. Just like that, we are done with the press briefing, everyone. This is the actual speed that I'm listening to things. That's the speed we're listening to everything. That's how fucking slow they talk. They have these long pauses and then quote, like the Most High end quote. Yes, next question. Yeah, so about that, I'd like to say that we don't have any plans to do anything other than to save someone somewhere else and someone else. All right, next question. We got any more questions here? Can we get them a fucking microphone? Is that fucking possible? Then we could do something called cut the mic, cut the mic.
Let's lay that down. Is now an Academy Award nominee for Best Picture of the Year.
$20 billion has been gifted to Amtrak, so Amtrak is going to be able to do updates to their tracks, their stations, and their craft, their train craft. So $20 billion, that was from the Nazi Biden administration. 200, but you add another zero to that, and that's how much Nazi Ukraine got. Not including technology, not including the lives and training costs, and not including the focus of time. So 200 billion plus to Ukraine, Nazi Ukraine, and then $20 billion got sent to updates and updating the tracks of Amtrak. Hopefully the stations too. Well, with that being said, I'm getting cold. I got some Star Wars to watch and some phone calls to make. So I'm going to conclude my water fast around 10 tonight, possibly 9 in the morning tomorrow. Probably 9 in the morning tomorrow. Let my whole abdomen shrink down because I'm a little filled with liquid for some reason. I drank fucking 6 sodas or something, 5 sodas in one night. One 24-hour session. Don't go based on day, you go based on, I grabbed it at about 6 at night. And then 6 the next night. Yeah, it was 2 days, but it's 24 hours. Let it down tomorrow, so. I don't know how healthy that is. Is that healthy? Oh, wrinkly right here. Cheers to medical. fucking vape is running low. Enjoy your fires. Also, I ended with fuck you, rotten pieces. Fuck you, rotten pieces. My ID is, do you know the USA Book of Law? What part do you know? Article 4, Section no. Go ahead and recite it for me. Oh, you don't know that? What about Bill 1? What about Bill 2? What does Bill 5 say? What does the 18th bill say? What does the 21st bill say? You don't know any of those? You tell me you don't know one single fucking bill.
Love you.
You don't know one single fucking section in the USA Constitution. How can you possibly say you're fucking from here then? You understand that? So if you get into my fucking way, I'm gonna make sure that you're eliminated rightfully, because if you don't like what's going on the fuck here, then you can move the fuck somewhere else. There's plenty of locations across the whole entire fucking planet for you to go. Oh, this place, wherever you call vacation is where I recommend you move. And I'll pay for the fucking flight. The one-way fucking flight. Don't come back. You can persist to exist in some other country. You don't want whales hunted? You want to value fucking whale over the human mammal species and the USA population? Go ahead, move to fucking, go ahead and move to China. Go ahead and move to Japan. I don't want to be without you. I'm here, staying by myself. The devil wore a t-shirt. Love is a game and they were kissing in the bleachers. God was a girl. The devil wore a t-shirt. Love is a game and they were kissing in the bleachers. Taking it back to you. To get. My fingers are cold. My fingers are cold. What the fuck? Understand. Oh, I think it's this freezing fucking water that I'm drinking. Drinking ice cubes here. The new technology at the snowboard resorts is they got these hand warming everything they put your gloves on. So when you're in the bathroom or whatever, you just put your gloves. And everyone is just functioning fucking as their life together, so you don't got all these fucking thieving beings. Thieving invasion beings or thieving Nazis. That's what happens when you don't call Nazi. All of a sudden, nothing gets thieved. It's crazy. It's like if you just don't fund them, then they don't come to the location ever. And you get to just have fucking fun, dude. Everyone's getting along. It's like, oh man, if you lose gloves, you go, oh man. And you go buy another fucking $50 pair, $100 pair of gloves. Fuck. You don't got to dial 134K for $100 pair of gloves. Even my snowboard, I don't even know. I wouldn't call a fucking Nazi even if someone stole my snowboard, dude. My snowboard is rare.
get away, I hope you understand. I try to hide my face like I want it, man. Baby, I'll be gone before you count to 10.
Made on my mind this evening.
I'm taking the last.
I'm taking the last. Should I just smoke with my gloves? I don't like when my gloves smell. Whatever, huh? Medical now. Sometimes I forget that. And I have my medical card. Oh my god. Nothing can miss me. I'm super cool. I'm super dope. I'm the best in the West. Let you go. This time is the last. This time is the last. Maybe. Medical. Shout out to medical, you guys. It is medical too. I'm not just fucking around. It does improve my mood. And all medication comes from plants. I don't know if you know that, but all medication comes from plants. I know they like to make it look like it's a pill and all this stuff. I could do that with this too. But I prefer to smoke because it's so immediate with the release. I prefer smoking. This time is the last. This time is the last. Cannabis attaches to the fat cells, so I do believe my body is more dense than other beings. I'm a very dense being. I'm heavy, but I'm thin. And it's because every single fat cell in my fucking body has a cannabis tetrahydric cannabinol molecule attached to it.
Valentine's Day is filled with the
Oh man, it's just gonna be, it's only day 3, it's gonna be fucking 4 planetary orbits around the sun. It's just 4, you guys. Just 4.
I'm sorry about this.
I did not expect that.
Love Hurts, rated R, only in theaters February 7th.
Get ready to get sun for the next 4 planetary orbits around the fucking sun. It doesn't matter if I end up in a cage location. I guarantee you that I will be still communicating with beings that have contact with beings, and it's not just beings that I'll be communicating with on the outside, it'll be beings on the inside mostly that I would be communicating with. And other than when I need my fucking money for some fucking candy. Now you get to build back your own home. And now you know what it feels like when Beams takes your home. Oh no. Build back better, I guess he was speaking of the future, you know what I'm saying? I'll do exactly that. Make sure that I build back better. All the things we want here. Reverse osmosis, Iron Dome, all the fucking things that we fucking need to protect the USA. For some reason, someone somewhere else has it. Like, they already got Iron Dome there, and they already got reverse osmosis there, and this location already has F-16s and stuff. Some tanks. You wanna be tank war? They got drones, they got bombs, they got intelligence from here. Damn, I'm cold, you guys. This water's making me cold. It's not cool. You know what? I'm thinking about this just because thinking about beings that were just undeserving of my fucking assistance. It's like somehow everything just works out in this being's fucking favor, you know. I don't want to bring up how this got brought up in my head, but somehow it seems like everything just happens to work out in this being's favor. And now I'm thinking about, I don't know, medical costs and things like that, and then I'm thinking about, it took me to, well, are nurses even, you know, worth having around if we're of intelligence regarding medical, and if alcohol can kill off bacteria in the body, is it even worth it to be having nurses around? I mean, there was a nurse that just completely lied to my fucking face and got me locked up in a fucking cage location, psych ward, when I was about 14 years old, and then I'm thinking about, you know, other beings. I wonder if another being was lied to in their life by a fucking nurse, and another being. I wonder if another being was lied to by a Nazi, someone that wants to force you in a cage. You know, I wonder if that being was ever lied to. How did things come about? But I don't believe anyone owes anyone a thank you or a favor. As far as owing a Nazi or a nurse, you really don't owe them a fucking thank you or a favor. I believe it's the other fucking way around. I think these Nazis owe us a favor. So if you find yourself posting your a Nazi up on your page or anything, or your Bethlehem this and that or anything, go ahead and let them post about you. Go ahead and let them listen to your music. Go ahead and let them send you ad revenue. They owe you a fucking favor, not the other fucking way around. It's a failure on their fucking part, not mine. So I'd like everybody to immediately stop posting photos of these Nazi beings. You don't owe them anything, you don't owe them a favor or thank you, and they aren't deserving of being on your account. They owe you a fucking shout out. They should be posting your fucking music, making playlists of your fucking music, like I'm doing here. You know what I'm saying? On my own personal fucking channel, everyone knows who the fuck I am. I'm the same on every fucking account. Where are all those? Where are all those accounts? Where are all those shout outs? You think they're playing you on the radio? Have they looked into your life and your lifestyle and got to know who you are, or do you just keep shouting some random being out because, you know, they failed on their fucking job to protect you, to provide you with health? I'm already getting hungry. It's almost 10:40. I gotta get used to this again. Water fasting. I like to fucking incorporate 3 days of water fast minimum, 4 days maximum, and it doesn't have to be all back to back or anything. It could be 2 and 2, 3 and 1, 1 and 3, or all 4. I've done that, which I don't enjoy that at this body weight. It's too much for my. I lose too much too fast, and then the rest of the month I can't do anything to compensate if I overeat at some point. Other than take a Docalax. I'm trying to stop because I want all my liver to be focused on consuming alcohol. Drugs, rock, and Hennessy. Speaking of rock, I just realized something with double bass. The way he's doing it, or the way you do it, is you press down, so he has his foot lifted, and you're coming down, right? You're coming down with your foot. It's already on the pedal though, but he presses down and then lifts up with the front, but he's still coming down, and the second one is from the foot coming down, not the front. So I guess that's how you do double bass. Press down and then let your foot drop the rest of the way. Boom. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Faster. Press, boom. I don't know how they do it. I guess I'll have to find out someday when I get my own set. I could do this. So So sometimes he does two hands. I could incorporate that. I don't want to smile too much because then my jaw's gonna hurt with the water fast. I'm gonna do a 10-minute burst. This is ridiculous. I want the whole motherfucking house warm. I can't believe what they did though. It's like the exact opposite of everything that the country needs to fucking function. And in just one day, boom, everything is completed.
So if you've purchased a faulty car in California and won a huge check like I've got here, here's what you do. Use this app. It's called
Oh, my back feels so fucking good when I do this. Oh, like less than 2 years out. You gotta be older than the Bethlehem being, apparently, to be leadership here. Older than the Bethlehem leadership. Otherwise, yeah, housing and aiding the enemy is treason. Let me look that up. I was gonna look up the tax brackets, huh? Where's the part about treason? I'll have to look it up maybe online. Treasury. Might be in your Article 4, Section 4. This treasury again. Treason against the United States shall consist only in levying war against them, or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. No person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of 2 witnesses to the same overt act, or on confession in open court. The Congress shall have the power to declare the punishment of treason, but no attainder of treason shall work corruption of blood or forfeiture except during the life of the person attainted. And then here we got, it goes further. The citizens of each state shall be entitled to all privileges and immunities of citizens in the several states. A person charged in any state with treason, felony, or other crime who shall flee from justice and be found in another state shall on demand of the executive authority of the state from which he fled be delivered up to be removed to the state having jurisdiction of the crime. So you can hop states and still be charged with your treason. And if you commit treason in any other state, then we can come and find you. There's no hiding. I believe it says treason is punishable by death, but I can't, the President, Vice President, and all officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. Anyways, I just read each of the treason aspects. You are not allowed to house and aid the enemy. And then let's go to Article 4, Section 4. I believe this is where death penalty comes in at. Article 4, Section 4. Article 4, Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, and shall protect each of them against invasion and on application of the legislature or of the executive when the legislature cannot be convened against domestic violence. Domestic violence. Doesn't burning chemical weapon sound like domestic violence? When these beings, these Nazi beings are using burning chemical weapon on people. Batons, he mentioned sticks. Yeah, they got batons. They're armed with chains. They're armed with mobile cages. They're armed with stationary cages. They're armed with metal projectile weapon and electrocution weapon. So I would say that sounds like domestic violence. Does anyone think that's not domestically violent? And then we could go ahead and cite the Confederates. You know, they were domestic, and when they became violent, we moved forward with Civil War I. Shall protect each of them against invasion. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion. Okay? If there's an invasion being, you cannot violate the signed Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo and also be not at war. Violating any signed treaty is an act of war. You are an invasion being. Just because you birthed someone here does not mean you're no longer an invasion being. And that invasion being, I do not want elected in this Republican form of government. So what Republican, the United States is a little bit of both, democratically electing our Republican form, our Republican style representatives. So Republican, I'm not talking about the party name. Party is for birthdays and celebrations, holidays. Let's use these words properly. I'm not talking about the Republican gang, and I'm not talking about the Democrat gang. They named themselves after words found here. Democratically elected representatives means we all get to choose. A fully democratic form of government means there's no representatives. We're always going to have to choose every single thing that's done every moment, and we all got fucking lives. So, I mean, I'm not going to fucking sit here and be, or too large of a country to be communicating all the motherfucking time and also be moving forward with fun work and everything. So, to take that aspect and say, okay, this being is who I want making those decisions for us. We elect those beings. Now it's a Republican form of government, which means there's representatives representing you, and they're then making the decisions. Unless they can actually send out, what is it called? Not bill, propositions. They can send out propositions to the public and see what the public wants, and it can happen at any time. So there's no actual set date. You can actually send it out whenever you want. Just this is where the democratically form of government comes in again. When the Treaty of Guadalupe, before it was signed, Mexico lost the war against the USA and against themselves. So Mexico lost the war, and the decision was being contemplated. Do we want all of Mexico, this whole fucking boundary line of Mexico, or, as you say, because remember, we just gained Texas, Arizona, Nevada, I believe Colorado, California, Arizona, all of them got obtained in this one winning of the war because they sent out a proposition to the public, to we the people, and said, do you want all of Mexico, or do you want the line to be drawn at the Rio Grande? And the decision to have the line drawn at the Rio Grande was made due to the fact that the population at the time believed that it was going to be too much land for the current population size to protect against invasion. So let's go with at the Rio Grande, and then we'll move forward from there. Because you don't know, they're still, they've always been at war with various locations on the planet, so you don't want to have anyone take an opportunity to obtain some land that you just cleared. So they drew the line, the vote was submitted, counted, and some beings did want all of Mexico, but the vote majority in this situation is the rule, and then it goes to the Republican style government, and they go, okay, this is what they want, and that's what we're now going to approve, because we represent them. They represent us. So when they approved that, That's how the treaty, if you don't obtain the whole country, then a treaty is presented. They presented the treaty known as the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, and the leadership at the time signed the treaty and approved for the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. So any invasion, any forced entry across that line is an invasion. So, and it's a violation of the signed Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. Any violation of any signed treaty is an act of war. So they are currently, Mexico is currently warring against the USA, and we did not start this. They're invading here. Okay, everyone's seeing that across the planet, armed with chemical weapons, burning chemical weapons. So they are invading here. They're armed with that. They're armed with metal projectile weapon also, and they're murdering people. They're murdering, and it's, you know, murdering dogs, murdering cats, murdering pets, murdering human mammal, murdering the fucking daughters, sons, siblings. My USA population in every way imaginable is being murdered because of these invasion beings. These invasion beings are in violation of the signed treaty. They are war beings. Housing them and aiding them is treason. So they do have to be sent back, okay, or eliminated. They're being very gracious here by sending them back. You know what my order is, which is put it down. Don't cage it, put it down. So they're graciously sending them back without any cost to them. Well, I don't know, maybe that should be added into the additional tariff cost. Maybe Canada can pay the additional cost to pay these 134K beings to drive to a location in this $1 million fucking vehicle and then drive back. You know, they weren't from there. So that should be an added cost in each location. I know Canada's might be a little bit lower, but Mexico, yeah, you're gonna fucking owe us for fuel, for the fucking everything, and it's exponential amount, because the fuel used, it's not just about the cost, it's about what is rare. And when we use up the fuel, it's now gone. So you owe us not just for what's currently being paid for, but you owe us for the exponential factor that it has in disrupting my fucking USA functioning. So, this Constitution and all laws of the United States which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made, of which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. And so judges are in this too, you guys. Judges, hey, welcome to the fucking discussion, everybody. Judges are in this too. So, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, and thing in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding, the senators and representatives before mentioned, and the members of the several state legislatures, and all executive and judicial officers, both the United States and the several states, shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution. But no religious test shall ever be required as a qualification to any office or public trust under the United States. That is Article, god damn, I mean, the whole fucking book is just a banger, dude. That's Article 5. I just read through Article 6. That is Article 6. All of it. There's no section to Article 6, it's just Article 6. Thank you. Look at all the names here. Here, let's read through them. Signers of the Constitution. George Washington, President and Deputy from Virginia. He's from Virginia. We're going to go through answering my thing here. New Hampshire, John Langdon, Nicholas Gilman. Massachusetts, Nathaniel Gorham. Rufus King. Connecticut, W.M. Samuel Johnson. Roger Sherman. New York, Alexander Hamilton. New Jersey, Will Livingston. David Brearley. W.M. Patterson. Jonah Dayton. Pennsylvania, Benjamin Franklin. Thomas Mifflin. Robert Morris. Geo Clymer. I guess that's, I don't know. THOS Fitzsimmons. Jared Ingersoll. James Wilson. GOUV Morris. Delaware. Reed. Gunning, Bedford. JUN. John Dickinson. Richard Bassett. Jaco. Broom. Maryland. James McHenry. Dan of St. Thomas Jennifer. Dan, have you ever met someone named Jennifer that is male? Maryland. Dan of St. Thomas Jennifer. Daniel Carroll. Virginia. John Blair. James Madison Jr. North Carolina. William Blount. Richard Dobbs Spate. H.U. Williamson. South Carolina. J. Rutledge. Charles Coatsworth Pinckney. Charles Pinckney. Pierce Butler. Georgia. William Few. And A.B.R. Baldwin. Attest with William Jackson's secretary. And I think there's even more fucking names back here. Look at that. Look at the list of names here. There's even more names back here. I think we got it in full word here. So, signers of the Declaration of Independence: Georgia, Button Gwinnett, Lyman Hall, George Walton, North Carolina; William Hooper, Joseph Hughes, John Penn, South Carolina; Edward Rutledge, Thomas Hayward Jr., Thomas Lynch Jr., Arthur Middleton, Massachusetts; John Hannock, Samuel Adams, John Adams, Robert Treat Payne; Elbridge Gerry, Maryland; Samuel Chase, William Packer, Thomas Stone, Charles Carroll of Carrollton, Virginia; George White, Richard Henry Lee, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Harrison, Thomas Nelson Jr., Francis Lightfoot Lee, Carter Braxton; Pennsylvania, Robert Morris, Benjamin Rush, Benjamin Franklin, John Morton, George Clymer, James Smith, George Taylor, James Wilson, George Ross; Delaware, Caesar Rodney, George Reed, Thomas McKean; New York, William Floyd, Philip Livingston, Francis Lewis, Lewis Morris; New Jersey, Richard Stockton, John Witherspoon, Francis Hopkinson, John Hart, Abraham Clark; New Hampshire, Josiah Bartlett, William Whipple, Matthew Thornton; Rhode Island, Stephen Hopkins, William Ellery; Connecticut, Roger Sherman, Samuel Huntington, William Williams, Oliver Wolcott. Do any of those names sound familiar to you? Full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, and do all other acts and things which independent states may of right do. And for the support of this declaration with a firm reliance On the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Some important dates here. Each educational institution that receives federal funds for a fiscal year shall hold an educational program on the United States Constitution on September 17th of such year for the students served by the educational institution. Each federal agency or department shall provide educational and training materials concerning the United States Constitution to each employee on September 17th of each year. In keeping with these congressional mandates, recent presidents have solicited help from federal and local leaders as well as civic and religious leaders to hold events to commemorate the occasion. We encourage all citizens to use their influence to organize and support programs that honor the Constitution. Resources for holding such a celebration may be found at www.nccs.net. So let me start with the start here. To commemorate the 17th, celebrating the Constitution is what this is called. To commemorate the September 17th, 1787 signing of the Constitution of the United States, Congress has designed September 17th of each year as Constitution Day and September 17th through the 20th. September 17 through 23 of each year as Constitution Week. In 2004, Public Law 108-447, what the fuck is that? Section 111 was passed requiring the following. This is required. I don't ever remember getting any of that anywhere. I did see education though in the cage location. Each one had a door marked education on it, so it does say federal locations that are education locations. These cage locations are required to be handing out this book of law. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. I'm not in the mood for something slow. That has a protest going on in it. I know you didn't see it, but... And I like how they call them rioters. The January 6th rioters? Now let's speak properly, okay? I don't see rioters anywhere in that book of law, so... assemblers. I would call them assemblers. This land belongs to me and you. Not you, but you. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California. Let's listen to that real quick. The Luck of the Irish. Remember that movie? The Irish. This land is your land. You probably don't fucking even know this, but here we go. 18 years ago, I found another one.
Well, I'm really proud of my mom's family and my Irish heritage, but Americans come from all over and not just one place, and so do I. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters.
This land was made for you and me.
As I was walking back through the heartache, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that rolling valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is mine. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made.
And did you hear anything about fucking Mexico in there? This land is your land, this land is my land, from California. And there's some Irish music. Finally. Look at this Irish dancing. Some of her dancings look kind of strange.
Well, I'm really
Just
proud
like
of
you're
my mom's
hopping on
family
hot
and
coals.
my Irish heritage,
You're on
but
hot
Americans
coals.
come
Hot
from
coals,
all over
everybody.
and not just one place, and so do I. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking back through the heartache,
The South of America, the American Canal. I want the whole fucking thing. North and south, north. Let's start the guy here. See it? It knows I'm recording. Whoa. Oh, it just shook its feathers all out. It looked like the fucking one that lands on the power lines in that Pixar animation.
When you have plans for a night in and everyone craves something
It's
different.
not its head, but its body. It looked like the Upbird.
Sushi and more. Uber Eats has so many delicious options to choose from, whether you're staying in for game night.
Donald Trump defends pardoning January 6, 2021 Capitol attack protesters in new interview.
Someone that were in there for 3.5 years, a long time, and in many solitary confinement, treated
Looks
like
different.
nobody's ever been
I don't know why.
treated so badly.
I don't have this
They were
on.
treated like the worst criminals in history. And you know what they were there for? They were protesting the vote because they knew the election was rigged and they were protesting the vote. And
Protesting the vote.
you should be allowed to protest the vote. You should be allowed to.
You should be allowed to protest the vote. The American Gulf. The Gulf of America.
Well, I'm really proud of my mom's family and my Irish heritage. But Americans come from all over and not just one place. And so do I. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for humanity. As I was walking back in a highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for humanity.
What a beautiful song. Let's listen to a real version of it. Made for you and me.
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw
Shout out to Will Smith and shout out to Chris Rock. Shout out to their family members. Their family members.
that golden valley. This land was made for you and me.
Hopefully they're alright.
I've roamed and rambled. I've followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond desert. And all around me, a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me.
Did you know that RC Willie has a hidden gem? In here, you're gonna find a lot of amazing good deals. Anything you need for your home, we got it. Because everything sells so quickly, we do get
that I saw you again last night. You were with somebody and so was I. Met you in the bathroom at 12:05, and I fucked you again. We can never be friends. Yeah, not myself.
Here's how I cheat my way through fast. I drink high sodium, just broth or whatever. I won't drink the noodles.
We aren't saying that's just the way it goes. I'm a demon in the night. She's an angel.
That way I don't lose my sodium, and also I don't lose my oil. They're just small sips. And the only way to keep it lubricated is with oil. You have to travel through all your fucking long intestine, large intestine, small intestine.
I need smoke, I'm feeling sick inside. From seeing you next to a friend of mine, we didn't speak, but I read your mind. Both telling lies, our alibis didn't work this time.
What they mean by small intestine? The small intestine is the long one. The large intestine is the short one. But it's larger, I guess, like as in diameter. Where all your shit is being held. Or seem to be a shit. That's the large intestine. The small intestine is the long one. And then you also have your stomach. You gotta lose your stomach too. And your throat. Otherwise you're gonna be coughing. Let it keep your skin hydrated so you don't dry out during your fast. You can dry out just by flushing your body of nutrients. So oil is important, and so is sodium. Because sodium retains water. So it is important. You don't want to just break fast. Well, depending on your weight, you might be high in sodium. But once you get to your more ideal weight zone, you can start going, let me hit some fucking broth while I'm fasting here. My body thinks it ate something, or that something's going to be consumed soon. And I just take small sips after that, because you want the oil to sit in there for a while. Once it's been absorbed, you can take bigger gulps, but during water fast, you don't really want to drink to expand your digestive tract, because you're going to be hungry after a water fast. You have till 12 o'clock at night, from 12 in the morning to 12 in the morning. Sip all day, just these small sips.
Hey.
And you'll be ready for a dope workout in about a week after your 3-day fast. You gotta get re-energized.
Act like you don't see me, you won't play pretend. Your eyes already told me what you never said. Now we're in the backseat of the black car going home. When she asked me, is it wrong if I come up with you in control? On an elephant when I kiss you for the first time.
New York City.
I'm not sorry, I won't apologize to nobody. You play like I'm invisible, girl, don't act like you ain't saw me. Last year was a mess and how I acted was beyond me. But the past still revolves me. You text me, I ain't responding, but now shit's done changed. Go our separate ways. But look at this damage you did to me. I still want nothing to do between you and me.
Day 3. This is day 3 was the 20th, right? Yep, day 3. We'll count day 0 to shout out string theory. Keep ourselves on track. That way it's not 4 on 23. This is day 3. The vapes hit harder during the fast too. That's kind of weird. What they do. I think the heater turned off. That was more than a 10-minute burst, but it's off. 51 degrees. Seas get degrees and so do F's. F's get degrees. You guys have hygiene products?
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled. I've followed my footsteps to the sparkling
Sit down.
sands of her diamond desert, and all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land from California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest.
I'll see you guys soon.
Gulf Stream water.
But for now, I'm gonna watch Star Wars. I think I'm just gonna watch on my fucking phone. Let me play through a game or two first, and then I'll play it on my fucking phone.
This land was made for you and me.
Peace out.